Hello, fam. How are you all doing? Happy Sunday. I think I'm just going to wait a little bit before starting the conversation. I'm pretty sure we all can see the title of the video and the thumbnail. I have more topics to discuss towards the end of the live stream. Yeah. So, yeah, let's start off with the Afghanistan man. I don't know if it would be right for me to say all men in the Middle East. I mean, men in Arabic countries are this way, the Muslim countries to be more specific. But what the man said, he was very specific. He said 80% of men in Afghanistan are bi. They're mostly gay or they're bi. Hello, how are you doing? Happy Sunday. How are you doing? Thanks for joining my live stream. Okay, back to the Afghanistan men conversation. So he said 80% of men in Afghanistan are gay. And the reason why they are gay, but at the same time bi. The reason why they are bi is because of procreation. They don't like women, they prefer their fellow men, but they go to women when they want to procreate. If you look at how women are being treated in that country, I think it is telling. They don't regard women in Afghanistan. Hello, how are you doing? Tam Leo, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I'm trying to get the name right. Alt Lifestylist. Happy Sunday to you. How are you all doing? Thank you so much for joining my live stream. So if you look at the life of women in Afghanistan, I don't think they are being treated fairly. The Talibans over there have so many rules and laws and policies against women. They always want them to have their hijab. I don't think they use just hijab alone. They have a different covering that covers both their nose, everything. You don't get to see them. And they also forbidden women from exposing themselves. When I mean exposing themselves, from letting themselves being seen. Even their face is not supposed to be seen in public. They also stopped women from having voices. So when you look at how women are being treated in that area, it's telling. Let's have a look at the video that sparked this conversation.
Every Thursday, clockwork.
I can't larger group
Let me know if
of
you can hear the audio.
Americans in the audience, but I
hear.
think that that's going to catch
Let me
so
know if
many
you can
people
hear.
off guard.
Any guys who went to Afghanistan know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's nasty.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and are these this? Are you serious?
The same ones. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like we used to work with the Afghans towards like the end of my career, the Afghan army, and they would live on our compound. And you're told from the get-go, hey, this is what they do. This is what they do. And they go out, they fight with us, and the guys that you are fighting, like 80% of them are probably not even in the closet. That's what they believe in. That's their pleasure. Pleasure is like other men. If you want to have a baby, that's the only time you can use a female.
Okay, whoa. These are not men in the closet. These are not men who are bisexual. I mean, obviously they're bisexual because they want to reproduce.
Yeah.
But you're saying that these guys that we see with the turbans and holding those AKs and they're right there on the front line. The majority of them are just straight homosexual.
Oh, there's nasty. I'm not saying if that's what you want to do, fine. But from what I've seen, it's not what it's not what I dip in. No.
Okay, going to the comment section, people had a lot to say. Let me expand the comment section area so we all can see together. Yeah. Okay, I'll have a look at some comments and let's see what people are saying down there. My son served in Afghanistan and said the same thing when he came home. I don't want to log in. Dancing Boys of Afghanistan is a documentary that proves this statement. Real life handmaid's tale. Yeah, they call it a they call it Bacha Bazil. Bazil. My friend who served in Afghanistan told me about it. Wish I never knew about it. They also have a special day, a man's Thursday. I did a little research on that, and a lot of people were confirming that. There was a video that explained it in details, but the reason why I'm not sharing the video here is because the man was visibly smoking, and I think YouTube has a problem with that. So I didn't want to get into any trouble with YouTube. That was why I didn't pull up the video. This one says the same in Pakistan. Don't forget 70 to 80% marry a first or second cousin. Wow. I agree. That's why they degrade and abuse women. They are ashamed of themselves, so they have to take their anger out on women. My uncle went to Afghanistan and other soldiers were briefed regarding this. They were told that it is not their job to interfere if they saw them doing this, even if it was a child. Even if it was a child. This statement just took my mind back to the is it Epstein file? There was a book that some people made reference to in a post I read. So I went to search for that book. It's called, is it American Transition or Transition? Something about that. I started reading it. I got to a part where they said a young innocent boy was bent over by an old man and he was being raped. I just could not take that part away from my head. I was trying to picture it. I was trying to visualize that scene and how the little boy felt. Because the person that wrote the book said the guy was scared. You could see fear in his face because he saw it himself. Now, a lot of terrible things are happening in this world. I don't even want to bring that into this conversation because if I start, we're not going to end this live stream anytime soon. Okay, let's have a look at what is going on in Afghanistan. How are they treating the women over there? Are they nice to the women? We already know they are not nice to women. How did this even get to this point? I don't think this has always been the case. Nicole, I get your point, but that's not what I do here. I'm not doing more Nigerian clips. That's not what I do here. Yeah. They've got Nigerian channels doing more of that, I suppose. Yeah, but sometimes I do bring up some Nigerian clips, some Nigerian celebrities, but that's not the main focus of my channel. Yeah. But should anything come up, definitely. I think I've done live stream before on Annie and Two Face. That ship has scattered long time ago, and Two Face has a new wife, and it's been all chaos. The wife Natasha not taking nonsense um Two Face. I guess Annie was docile. She was taking all them nonsense from him, BS from him. Right now, Natasha says no. She said no. She's not taking any nonsense, and they've been on the news more than 10 times fighting. They fought in the UK. There's a whole lot of chaos in that relationship. But like I said, that's not what um my channel is all about right now. If cases like that comes up, definitely I will talk about it. But I'm not focused more on that. I mean, on Nigerian space, I guess they have channels talking about it. Yeah. Okay. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, let's talk more on how Afghanistan women are being treated. Every now and then they have new laws for the women, policies prohibiting them from what to do and what not to do. You're supposed to be vocal, you're not supposed to be vocal, you're not supposed to be seen in the public place and all that. Let me have a look at the recent laws prohibiting women in Afghanistan. Oh, this is from United Nations. Taliban restrictions on women's rights intensify. Sometime in the past, I saw some clips, some video clips, saying that it was never like this. I don't think that nation had always been this way. You know, sometimes there are some nations where they originally had Christians and later Muslims took over, vice versa, I suppose. But how did the women there allow this to happen? How? It's just it's cage. It's bondage. It's like you living in hell. Like hell on earth, whatever hell is. I know the Bible talks about hell. I haven't been there before. It's all fictional to me. But whatever that is, you can't be yourself. You can't live freely. You have to do the bidding of a man. They want to sleep with other men. They want to have freedom, but they don't want you to have freedom. When they marry you, they feel like you're not their property. You've been captured. You're not allowed to be seen by other men because of their own insecurity. Sometime last month or 2 months ago, I inserted a video clip where their imam was talking about how a woman is not allowed to carry a backpack because it makes her chest protrude forward, and that means her breast will be out. Even with all the attire, the hijab and everything they wear, she's not allowed to carry the backpack. So if she has to carry a backpack, she needs to wear it, like carry it inside and wear her flowy attire on it. How can someone be human in that kind of a place? How? This is beyond religion. It has nothing to do with their religion. It's just a group of wicked people in power using it to torture women. I know sometimes people would argue and say it's their culture, it's their tradition, you don't have to speak against it. They are happy that way. I usually ask them, who made those culture? Who made those traditions? Humans. If the tradition was made in a way that was suiting to the people at that time, times change. Traditions and cultures should be able to be amended, adjusted. And the people at the helms of affairs, the people making those rules, would definitely make it to suit them. It's really bad for women in Afghanistan. It's bad for women in Afghanistan. Not just women in Afghanistan alone, women in Muslim nations. I know how it is in Nigeria, in the northern part of Nigeria. I know how it is. A man that is struggling to feed is being encouraged to get married to four wives, and they do so. They don't care about the women. They just get married to them because they want to have sex and procreate. Let me see if we have more stories on this. Yeah, you're right. It's called Man Love Thursdays in Afghanistan. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Happy New Year to you, Robbie. I hope you're good. Thanks a lot for your well wishes. I think men are same everywhere. Men are same everywhere. If you allow men in Nigeria, men in the US, they will do what men in Afghanistan is doing. This is why I think if you let them do it, they will do that. They have this mindset of ownership because they are men. They have the right to treat women however way they feel like. It still boils down to the master slave kind of relationship. I'm the man. I have the right to say how things are supposed to be because I am the man. I've always spoken about how I have a strong feeling. Of course, I know people that are into history know how the whole stuff came about, the patriarchal system and all that. Men are the ones ruling because they captured those women. I don't know how that came about, and very soon I'll take time out to look at it. Just I have a lot of other academic work going on. That's why, yeah, I will take time out to look at it. So because of that, they feel like they are the ones in charge. They tell us what to do. If you don't like it, they off you. So men in other parts of the world, if given same opportunity, will treat women the same way men in Afghanistan are treating women. Let me say this. I've heard stories about politicians in Nigeria being gay. Yeah, I've heard stories about that. They force you into it. I've heard some other politicians accusing other politicians, especially the Muslim politicians, of being gay. Our movie industry, entertainment industry, according to what people are saying out there, is all about people being gay. Not all about that, but they have a lot of people that are gay there. And I think it's so easy for me to believe that because our entertainment industry is all about politics. Politicians are so interested in that, dating the actresses. So if a politician can date a top actress, what makes you think a gay politician cannot do the same and use money to influence the affairs of the industry? I think we have more gay men than lesbian women. We can't even compare a gay man to a woman that is into woman. I think a woman that is into woman is not pouring out anger, frustration on other men. Maybe, but not the way men do, especially these men in Afghanistan. Because you're gay, you don't see women to be anything. It's not because they are gay, they don't see women to be anything. They don't like women. That's the whole truth. They don't like women. Because you cannot like someone, you cannot love someone and then treat them badly. And they have this mindset of you are to serve me. Let's have a look at this video. I think this video is coming from Kenya. What this man has to say about punishing a woman. He believes it's okay for a man to punish a woman if she does something he thinks is wrong. One minute, please.
For me, I think it's fine to beat a woman.
You think it's fine to beat a woman?
Yes.
Why? Because a woman is a punching bag.
No, she's not a punching bag, but when you're dating, I start becoming too optimistic with her, and I start like feeling I want to settle with her. Then she start doing some wrong things.
So you're trying to discipline her?
For me, I think that I'm just putting her in line.
Don't you feel there's another way you could do that without being physically violent towards her?
When you do something wrong, I just keep shut for like several times, and when it becomes too much, I have to discipline you.
Yes, the police has something to say to that.
I totally object. Violence against any person is criminal in Uganda, and we have laws punishing violence.
For me, I think it's fine.
Yeah, that's the mindset. He thinks it's okay to beat up a woman because she did something he thinks is wrong. Or he now has the right to beat her up because he's dating her and he has the mind or the intentions of wanting to marry her. I don't know. It's really difficult to exist on this planet as a woman. It's very difficult to exist on this planet as a woman. Oh, you might think he's so dumb. Of course, that's a dumb way of thinking, but that's how a lot of men think. I don't even want to talk about the Igbo men. Not all of them, but more than 50% of them. They don't regard women. You cannot tell some of those men to assist you at home with chores. No. They'll be quick to ask you, what then were you married for? Are you not a woman? Are you not supposed to do that? You're supposed to clean. You're supposed to take care of the children. It's none of their business. There was a comment I read yesterday. I've forgotten what that comment, where I got the comment from, the video they made that comment from. Anyways, the person was saying, I hope you find yourself a good partner that will be able to take care of your children should you find yourself in the hospital. You don't want to be in the hospital sick and at the same time worried if your children are okay. The children you left in the care of your husband. And then someone replied saying that she was in the hospital as a healthcare professional and this man brought his three children to his wife that was critically ill. He said he was tired, he needed to sleep. He dumped them and left. Yeah, talking about the cop smiling, her her statement wasn't strong enough, because I feel like it's norms. Like, it's, see, there's some cultures that believe that it's okay for a man to beat a woman. So I think the police, I don't know, although she said she's not happy with what he said, she objects to that. Well, I don't think her body language said so. There's some cultures that they feel like it's okay, so women also believe it's okay. There's some women that will see a man beating their wife. It's not the first thing they will ask, what did she do? What did she do? Does that even make sense? So some people believe it's okay. Or you did something wrong, it's okay. So that's your punishment. He's the man of the house. But we can't really blame the women too much, because they don't know. If they know better, they will do differently. Is what they know. So many women are naive, not because they chose to be naive, but because of the way they were brought up, what they were told, the society they were brought into, their culture, and all that. And if they don't fall in line, if they don't do what the people around them are asking them to do, what the society they find themselves in is expecting them to do, they will be shamed, called all sort of name. Not everyone can withstand that. Not everyone has the skin for that. Not everyone wants that. So some people think it's peaceful to just accept the ill treatment and live your life. They can't stand public ridicule, public shame. They don't want that upon themselves. Yeah, everyone is different. Everyone is different. I have a video, yeah, talking about being socialized. I have a video of a woman talking about how women have been socialized to be nice. I was talking about this before. Let me see if I can find that video. Women are being socialized to be nice. Hold on.
Women being nice is not normal behavior. It's not. Being nice is not normal. Being nice goes against your preservation during your human experience and your self-protection, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, nice and kind are two completely different things. Being kind, that's your heart. Being nice is a performative action that women have been trained to be, so that you can be easily accessible and so that you can be easy to cooperate. And being cooperative, two things can be true at the same time. Being cooperative is not always a good thing. Being cooperative also looks like being a pushover and being easy to access and exploit. It's not always a positive thing. So women have been trained to be nice, but being nice is not normal. Being nice is not a thought I had some lipstick on my teeth. Being nice is not a normal behavior, okay? You have been trained to be that way. Humans at their core will violate you, right? We're taught how to cohabitate with each other. And even then, with the cohabitation and the way we've been trained and we've evolved over time as humans and the rules and regulations and laws, humans still violate each other. Look at the essay that goes on, the amount of essay that's happening in schools, happening in churches. Look at the amount of people who are unaliving their spouses. Humans will still violate you because deep down inside, that's who they are. Violent and aggressive. So when you teach women to be nice, which is essentially making themselves uncomfortable for other people's comfort, and not saying no when they should, and allowing people to manipulate them into situations and manipulate them into environments and manipulate them into doing what they don't want to do. You are training women to give their protection up. That's why I don't teach being nice, because I don't believe in it. People are to be vetted before they get around me. I don't know what your intentions are. I don't know if you're armed. I don't know nothing about you. And I'm not going to put it past you, male or female, because women are predators too. Women will be in cahoots trying to get close to you too, to do God knows what. You go to a man's house on a second date, you don't know this guy. You can't just go to somebody's house that you barely know. Why would you think that that's safe? But a woman will have that feeling on the date that says, don't go to his house, you just met him. But when she says, no, I don't know, I don't really want to go, and then he's going to apply a little bit of pressure. All it takes is a little bit of pressure application for women to fold, because they don't want to appear uncooperative. They don't want to appear mean. They don't want to appear like, oh, well, I don't want him to think that I don't like him, or I don't want him to think I'm mean, or I don't want him to think, ma'am, if you step foot in that guy's door, you are now in his territory. He can grab a shovel and hit you in the back of your head with it. As you're walking towards the couch, he can put something in your drink. He can pull out a knife. What's worse, you putting yourself in that situation or telling him, no, I'm not comfortable going to your house. I don't want to go to your house. And that's it. That's it. That is it. I would rather choose option 2 and just not hear from the person again. That's fine. But you rather ignore your boundary because you have been programmed to be nice, and you're going to go to that man's house and God knows what's going to happen. He may be a whole demon and you don't know until you walk in there and he starts shape-shifting. You don't know. So training women to be nice, I dismiss that. I think that that's horrible. You can be kind, and that's the thing. A lot of people don't know the difference. When I say that being nice is not normal, people are automatically going to translate that as she's a mean girl and she's training women to be mean people, because people have limited vocabulary and intelligence. And I'm sorry, I hate to go there, but a lot of people, there's not a lot going on up there. Because someone telling you to not be nice because it's not normal is not them telling you to be mean. It's telling you to stop being performative and amicable and moldable at your own expense to give other people access that they should not be having to you because you're afraid of appearing as being mean. It doesn't mean to be disrespectful. As a matter of fact, kind is the most genuine thing a human can be. I never trust niceness because I know it's not real. A woman will compliment you and stab you in the back the next day. Like, that stuff not real. What's real is your heart and treating other people with dignity and respect and honor and treating people the way you want to be treated. It's not a performance. It's not a mask. This is why when you go to the workplace, the person that's smiley, that's the person who's going to throw you under the bus. And the person who's not smiley, you think, oh, wow, she doesn't smile that much. She's not a cool person. But this girl never exposes you. You take an hour over your lunch. She never says anything. You cannot be falling in love with faces and looks and performance. Nice is your heart. I always tell women, as long as your heart is in the right place, that's what God looks at. And you're respectful and pleasant. But being nice, that's a whole other ball game. Being nice is not normal because you don't live in a nice world. You live in a world full of hungry predators, men and women. People looking for people to coerce. A lot of women, they get coerced into taking their panties off. Women looking to get...
Yeah, I totally do agree with her. I remember making a video where a lady was talking about how men are not even afraid of women because they are sure that whatever they did to us is working. And she went on to say that, have you ever taken out some time to reflect on how people react when they hear that women committed some certain type of crime? Whenever a woman is in the news for something bad, the society reacts with shock. because they never expected women to do that. Just due to the fact that they were sure of whatever they've done to us. They've been able to break us and make us not think evil. Not for our own good, so they can easily use us the way they want to. I don't think men are afraid of women the way women are afraid of men. But they forget that women and men are both humans. We are all capable of evil. Whatever a man is capable of doing, a woman is also capable of doing that. They programmed us to be nice. So men can easily treat us however way they want to. So let's go back to the Afghanistan women. Why are they not fighting back? Or why didn't they fight back from the beginning? Probably they did and they were overpowered. Recently, what I'm seeing, I don't think a lot of them are fighting back. They're just accepting it. Maybe due to the fear of being killed, or the belief that that's how women are supposed to be. You're not supposed to be a troublemaker. You're not supposed to talk back at your husband. You're not supposed to fight for your right. Whatever he says goes. I don't think our Creator created us all that way. This world is dog eat dog. Survival of the fittest. That's how it is. Forget about what the society is making it look like. Oh, it's a peaceful place. It's not peaceful. There's chaos everywhere. Men don't like peace. They are fighting their fellow men, so they don't want women to be added problems. So they made us docile. So they can focus more on the men, their enemies. I have another video for us to look at. This one was talking about how women should not be nice to men.
Look, let me say this on some real shit. Some of this some of y'all motherfucking problem. Y'all want to keep being nice. Y'all want to keep being genuine. You want to keep coming in the door trying to show this nigga some type of loyalty or something. Like you know this nigga or something. Like you been know this nigga for years or months or something. That nigga's a stranger. I don't give no fuck how you thinking in your head as a woman. I want to be genuine. I want to be up front. I want to be honest. Let me tell you something. That nigga wasn't up front when he finessed you out that pussy. That nigga was up front when he told you he had no girlfriend. He had no wife. He was talking to multiple women, but y'all want to keep coming to the door being honest. A man, half the time, is not willing to be honest because only thing that nigga is caring about what he see. He want to fuck. That's what it is. But y'all want to be, showing this nigga some type of loyalty. Baby, you don't know that nigga to show a nigga some type of loyalty because if a man do not invest no motherfucking time, I don't give a fuck what no woman thinking. I don't give no fuck how you feeling. I don't give no fuck how you looking at that man. If that man is not willing to put no motherfucking time in with your motherfucking ass, I can care less what a woman saying on here. Because a woman I put time in with, I'm going to invest her way different than the motherfucker I just met on some real shit. Because I look at her way fucking different than I look at your motherfucking ass. Because I don't know you that well to be feeling like that about you. But y'all to keep being honest with these niggas. Showing these niggas loyalty. Why are you showing a nigga loyalty that you don't even know? Because that nigga could be lying about everything. And that's most of the time. And that's how y'all get fucked over. Y'all want to come in the door going off the vibe. Baby, let me tell you some real shit. If I was on that type of time, I don't give a fuck about no vibe. All I'm trying to do is get in your motherfucking head. That's it. That's all I want to do in your head. Because once I get in your head, everything else is going to flow right on freely with it. Your head, your emotions, then I'm going to get the pussy up out of you. Because you care about a vibe with me. Baby, you don't want to know me to know anything that I'm saying to you is genuine because I'm going to finesse your ass with words because I see your ass slow. Because it don't matter how you look at me. It don't matter how fine I am. No matter how attractive I am to you. Baby, I'm a motherfucking stranger, baby. You don't know my motherfucking true intention with you. But I know my true intention with you from the beginning. Because, see, y'all think that, oh, yeah, he like me. He's showing up like this. He's showing up like that. Man, I want this pussy out your goof ass. That's what I want out you. Because I don't know nothing about you that want nothing else. I ain't invest no time with you. I ain't spent no time with you. I ain't tried to spend no motherfucking time with you. I ain't trying to take your motherfucking ass out. Yeah, I might take you out in the day to see how goofy you is, to see if you want to get you out this pussy. But at the end of the day, I don't know you to care about anything, motherfucker, other than what I see. It's maybe you attractive, maybe you're fine, maybe my type. That's the only thing I care about. But y'all gonna keep forgetting finesse by these niggas because y'all want to be too honest and you want to be too genuine. And these niggas is not coming in honest and genuine. This nigga got a whole fucking wife 2-3 months later. He got a whole girlfriend. He been with 10-15 years. He been with his wife for 20 years. He got hoes up the ass because y'all want to come in the door. All y'all worry about a vibe. That's it. Women, oh man, you know that's going. It that's going good. Y'all didn't ask no motherfucking question. Y'all ain't doing no investigation. You can't call this nigga at any time in the morning. You can't call that nigga at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. You gotta wait on certain time frames to call this nigga. Y'all see shit and still look over that shit. Y'all, I'm starting to think women like red flags. I'm starting to think that y'all think that shit's attractive. That shit not attractive, because I swear to God, I ain't that type of nigga. But if I was that type of nigga, and I was on that type of time, and I see that you a little slow, and you believe this goofy ass shit I just told you, baby, I'm a fucking stranger. I just told you I ain't talking to no baby. I just told you I ain't got a girlfriend. I just told you I ain't got a wife. I just told you I ain't talking to no baby. And you think if I just approach you, you think I want to approach another woman? So you think I want to talk to another woman since I just told your goofy ass that I don't talk to nobody, I don't got no girlfriend, I ain't got no wife, but I just approach you though? If I approach you, I approach any motherfucking woman. See, y'all biggest problem, y'all believe anything a man saying, and that's how you gonna keep finessing y'all going into 2027 too. Because some of y'all ass slow. Y'all don't like game. Y'all want to keep looking at things as y'all perception as a woman. I'm a man. I'm gonna tell you how this shit go. Because I was on that type of time, and I see your ass a little slow, and your ass believe this shit this fast, baby, I'm annoying you 1 or 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, and you already doing all this shit. You overlike me. Now I'm finna run game with your dumb ass. Your ass slow. Don't never believe a fucking man if that man do not invest no motherfucking time with you. I don't give no fuck how you feeling. I don't give no fuck what you thinking about. Don't never believe a goddamn man if that man do not invest no time with you, because I swear to God, in the beginning, this shit is all about pussy. I only like what I fucking see. Everything else don't even matter. It don't even matter if I'm not trying to invest time with you. That's what women is slow at. Y'all think a nigga just said a couple good words to you and a couple good things to you, that nigga really like you? That nigga will turn on you next week on some real shit. Keep being slow for these niggas because y'all want to be genuine. You want to be nice. A nigga don't give a fuck about you being nice and genuine when it's about pussy for him. Fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Keep doing it. Some motherfuckers goofy, man. Some women that's goofy. Look, let me say this on some real shit. Some of this.
Yeah, what he said is true. It's all about having your boundaries. You can't say because, oh, you're vibing, I love the way he talks, I love the way he treats me. No, talk is cheap. Anyone can say anything. Talk is cheap. How do you then? It's not even about him investing in you. They can still invest time in you and still cheat on you. They can still be married to you and still go out there to cheat on you. It's about you having your boundaries. If a man cheats on you, that is something you really cannot tell if it's going to happen. Someone that is not a cheat today, let me don't say someone that is not a cheat today. Someone that may seem like he's not a cheat today can be a cheat tomorrow. So you really cannot control that. But the thing is, what do you do when you find out? You need to have your boundaries for that. Have your boundaries for uncertainty. You don't know what a man is capable of doing tomorrow. Don't move with vibes. Don't act based on vibes. Have your boundaries. Who is he? I know sometimes some men don't have truth in their mouths. Even if you ask questions to try to probe, they will still lie. So don't rush into anything with any man. Take your time. If you're just interested in the sex, let it be that that's what you're interested in. You don't want to fall victim for his own games. You don't want to do that. Sex is very important to men. I know women love sex as well, but sex is not as important to men the way it is to women. Men are willing to tell lies, do anything just to have access to a woman's body. They're willing to make you feel good just for that moment, just to have access to your body. So you have to be very careful, very smart. It's all about their actions, not what they are saying. Talk is cheap. Anyone can say anything. Anyone can build a house with their mouth. Let's have a look at this video of a woman that caught her husband cheating. Yeah.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Oh, for real?
What you doing, stalking me or something?
Oh, no.
How you know I'm here?
Hold on. I need to start the video all over again. I skipped the beginning part of the video.
It's cheating. We finna find out. Y'all better pray for him. Y'all better pray.
Who is it?
Housekeeping.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
Oh, for real?
What you doing, stalking me or something?
Oh, no.
How you know I'm here?
What are you doing here?
My cousin
What are you
came
doing
in
here?
town.
Oh, no.
My homeboy.
No. Who up in here? No. You
got a track on me or something?
No, you must have forgot. Our emails is a link. I seen you booked the room. What you book a room? No. Wait a minute.
I ain't booked nothing.
Purses, okay. A bra? No.
What you doing there?
Who up in here? Look at this. Oh no.
He got a lady
Oh
friend
no.
with him.
My freaking sister?
I'm sorry.
Yo, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
It's your fault. It's your fault. It's your fault.
Oh no. No.
See,
No.
hey, don't bring the police back over here.
Oh
Oh.
no. No.
Whoa, whoa.
No.
Okay. Although people are not believing it, people are saying it's a skit. Okay, whatever. But we know men cheat on women. Hold on, I have this particular one that has to do with homosexual. We'll also have a look at. The whole idea is this: a man that will cheat on you will cheat on you. If he's a cheat, he's a cheat. And it's hard to tell if someone is going to cheat on you. It's so hard to tell. So because of that, you should have your boundaries. Should this man cheat, am I going to stay or am I going to leave the relationship? Men love sex. Like I said, some are willing to do anything, promise you heaven and earth just to have access to your body. The body is the focus. The body is the focus. You don't have to stay put after being cheated on because of the investment you've made, the time you've spent. The bitter truth here is this: if you choose to stay, just know that you've given that man the go ahead to keep cheating. You just told him that it's okay. Go ahead. You can do more. To be honest with you, I really can't tell if they ever change. They might make you believe that they change. But one thing I know is this: they get better at hiding it. They get better at hiding it. They make sure they don't get caught again. But how do you forgive someone that betrayed you in that way? The relationship never gets back to normal after catching your partner cheating on you. Yeah, I believe you. I don't think she's going anywhere. She will have to think about the children, the investment, what people will say. I'm not in any way blaming women that choose to stay back. There's a whole lot of emotions involved. You have to consider their mental health because catching your partner cheat on you, it's a lot on your mental health. You have to deal with that fact alone. Then you think about what the society would say, what people are going to say, how that is going to affect your children, and the dynamics of your relationship should you find out. Regardless of whatever I've said, you're not supposed to stay back. But if you choose to stay back, I also understand because it's not easy. At the same time, also think of your health in the future. Are you not better off dealing with the heartbreak, ignoring what people will say because people will always talk? People will always talk. You do something, they will talk. If you don't do, they will still have an opinion. So forget about what people will say. Forget about what the society is going to say. Choose yourself first. Choose yourself now. Walk away. Because if you walk away right now, you're going to prevent future issues. You don't know if it's going to infect you. You don't know what's going to happen. I think I made a video on a man that had HIV. He knew he had it. He I think he had it. He was sleeping around before he got married to her. Got married to her, was still sleeping around. She had no idea. He infected her. He knew he had HIV. She had no idea. She went on to give birth to three children for him. Infected the three children with HIV. He knew. And he was going to the hospital for his medication. He never told her, never told the children. How did she find out? She found out when one of their child fell ill. They took the child to the hospital. She couldn't believe it. She said it's not possible. It's not possible that my child has HIV. How did that happen? They decided to test everyone. They all came out positive. She went home. The man was still denying it. When they went to the hospital, she was asked to come with her husband. He wasn't tested then. When she went to the hospital with her husband, the nurse at the hospital could recognize the husband because the husband is a patient. I was like, "Oh, how are you doing today?" And she was like, "What?" So the nurse was talking about, kind of greeting him. Then that was when the woman noticed something was off. Later found out this man knew all along that he had HIV. He was sleeping around. He infected the children, infected the wife, but he was taking his medication. So what do you have to say about that? Being in a relationship with a man, be it a man or a woman, is a risk. A few days ago, I spoke about how risky it is having someone you don't know to share a roof with you. It's very different if you're doing that with your sibling, any of your siblings, or your relative, your cousins, people you grew up with. At least you grew up with these people. You have history on them. You might not know them 100%, but you can tell what they might be capable of. I know people do change. But do you know how scary it is? Feeling comfortable with someone that you don't know. That's what the man said. A stranger, a total stranger. You don't know what this person is capable of. You have no idea of the person's history. You're holding on to what the person told you. How then do you verify them stories? But because the society said it's okay, once the person tells you he loves you, that's it. you can hold on to that love. I recently had a conversation with a guy. I was talking about topics like this. I was like, why is it that when love ends, not love ends, when a man stops gaining from a relationship, the love fades away? Say, yeah, relationship is give and take. People should not be deceived. If I stop benefiting what I came into that relationship for, what's the point in staying there? The love ends. That's how it works. I'm like, okay, maybe to you guys, that's how it works, but I don't think we women think about it that way. And when you talk about it, women would say, no, it's not give and take. Relationship is not transactional. You don't have to look at it that way. It takes away the, should I say human something? I don't know how they call it, the human factor from it. No, it's give and take. Yeah, love is not enough. What is love to men? Love is what you can do for me. Love is what you can do for me. I saw a clip 2 days ago. I think I would have inserted this clip here, but I don't know where I kept the clip. In that clip, Nigerian men were being interviewed, anyways. So they were asked about reasons why men cheat. One said the women give birth and their body become flabby. They are not the same the way they first met them, so they've lost interest. Imagine. Imagine someone saying that. Someone you impregnated. Someone that volunteered to keep your lineage going. And this is what you have to say. How do you expect her to be the same like the young person you met? A lot of them were saying that their body is no longer the way it is. They now have loose skin. It's not a turn off. I think men have to say, I guess they are talking. It's just we women that chose to see things the way we want it to be. You meet a man and he tells you, I'm not ready to get married, but let's have something going on. Then you get into that relationship with the man. In the next 3 months, you're expecting him to talk about marriage. Like, is everything okay? Or you get into the relationship with the hopes of you convincing him to change his mind. Oh, you're going to make him see reasons to marry you. I guess things are different for different people. There's nothing wrong in wanting to get into a relationship and just make it all about sex if that's what you want. But try not to jump around and sleep around because they have sexually transmitted disease out there. But make sure you know that is what it is. Make sure you know that is what you want. It's more about what you want, not about what the person wants. Not about what the man is telling you he wants. It's about what you want. Is that what you want? I remember also saying that men know women more than we do. And I recently had a conversation with a guy, and he said so too. We know women, we understand women more than women understand us. That is true because you need to understand someone to be able to manipulate that person so well. You need to understand someone for you to have strategies. We went on to talk about some men that use emotional cushion to get into women. They come like the savior when you're down. They look for women that they feel like might be having emotional issues, maybe financial problem, they're feeling lonely, just life problem. They sneak into your life as the shoulder to lean on and then they strike. Yeah, he was talking about a lot of strategies that men use on women. They're able to come up with such strategies because they understand women. They do. You need to understand your client, you need to understand your prey for you to know how to manipulate and use them so well. Scary though. So it's important for you to be aware of what you're getting into, what you want. It's always about what you want. It's not about what the other person wants. Put yourself first. Do you want this? How is this going to favor you? How is this going to be of an advantage to you? There are men out there looking for women that are already made to use them and have the princess life, the baby boy life. There are men out there targeting women like that. Let's have a look at this video of a man that was chased out of the woman's house. I think she was tired of housing him. She chased him out. 1 minute.
You need to leave. You need to leave. Look at this. Look at this. This is crazy. Look at this. Please don't do this to me. And you don't think people are over here listening? You don't think people are listening to this? You don't think people are listening to this? Look at this. You don't think people are listening? Please don't do this. Please. You have to go. No. Matter of fact, that looked like one that's already pulling in. You better hope he's not on the way over here. And he's going to some other apartment complex.
So like I said, men are very calculative. Some are out there looking for women that are emotionally down so they can use that as an opportunity to have access to their body. Some men are looking for women that are already made so they can use them as accommodation. Men don't move without calculating. And I think women should also do same. Don't act from a place of niceness. It doesn't pay. You have to be smart. Act, whatever you're doing should be for your own interest. I'm not saying that you should become too selfish. No. Relationship is give and take. You cannot be the one always giving. If you're choosing to date a broke man, a man that doesn't have accommodation, what do you think is going to happen? A time will come where he will convince you to let him in. And if you choose to act based on vibes and how you feel towards him, you're most likely to let him in. I know sometimes it's hard to tell if some of the videos we see are skits or they are real, but I tell you, regardless, things like that happen every day. I've spoken about homosexuals, we've covered stories on women coming online to cry, the men refusing to assist at home, all they do is sex them, they don't go to work. The women that housed them will go to work, come back, meet them on their couch, either sleeping or playing games. eating all the food at home, not paying bills, not contributing towards the bills. Nothing. And at the same time, they are refusing to leave. It just may be a skit or a real event that took place. Regardless, the message is out there. Some of them will come into your space and start dominating it, start telling you what to do. There was a recent story that broke out, oh God, about a Nigerian celebrity. Yeah, I just remembered. This is very recent. About a Nigerian celebrity, Anita Joseph. She got married to her husband 5 years ago and the relationship just ended. People were dragging this man, saying that she was the one sponsoring him. It seemed so because of what he said in the past. When the relationship was good and dandy, everyone was happy. He would often talk about how she was the one sponsoring him, gifting him, and all that. She never said that. So people formed their opinion from that. They had a narrative from that. And to a lot of people on the internet, she was the one sponsoring him. Even me looking at the both of them, she looked like someone that is made, and it looked like he was squatting. That was how the relationship was to me. Not him coming out recently to say a whole lot of nonsense that doesn't make sense. He was pissed because people were now running with that narrative, or after you used her, after you've eaten her money, now you've dumped her. So he was attacking people on the internet. In the process, he decided to talk about her. He said he was on his own at the club. He's a hype man, doing his hype man job when she approached him and asked him out. This man is in his 40s. Why are you telling us this story? And then he went on to talk about the things he has done for her, how he helped her. I'm like, who does this? This story is taking my mind to a different point. Let me even talk about it. Don't chase a man. Don't do that. Maybe you can do that if you're in a different part of the world that don't see that to be a problem. But if you know that you're a Nigerian lady, do not do that. If you know you're an African lady, do not do that. Because the men will start feeling like they are doing you a favor for being in that relationship with you, and their actions will tell, their behavior, everything will tilt towards that direction. They will feel like them being in your space is a huge favor. You want them more than they want you. That was exactly what that man did. How can a 40 years old man be acting like that? I think it's more than 40. She wasn't the one that was attacking you. People were attacking you based on what you said in the past. The internet does not forget. The internet does not forget. Then you're taking it out on her to embarrass her because she asked you out. And he was in a way implying that she forced him to marry her. Did she do that with a gun on your head? Nope. So it's all about the mindset. I'm sure we all heard me talk about don't do it if you are an African woman. I don't know if I don't know how it is with men in other parts of the world. Because I know some parts of the world is okay for women to approach men. I think in Germany, in some part of Europe, it's not a problem. So the reason why I'm saying that if you are an African woman, don't do that because there is a certain mindset they have. It's all about the mindset, how they think things are supposed to be. In some part of the world, men love to be the ones chasing. Some men don't appreciate it if you propose to them. Before, I used to think it was same everywhere, but I think I came across some comments where people said no, in Germany it's different. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. Okay. Where they said in Germany is different, in some parts of Europe is different. It's okay for a woman to approach a man. But if you ask me, regardless of where you're situated, I would say don't do it. I think patriarchy is same everywhere. The moment you do that, it's like you're emasculating them. It's like you're taking away something that made them a man, or you're supposed to make them a man. Because they believe that if they chase you, it means they chose you. That feeling they get from choosing you means a lot to them. It also means they are in charge. For someone to choose you means the person is in charge. So if you decide to chase them, a lot of them will not appreciate it. Even if they give in, they might still hold that against you. And that relationship might not last. It's all about the mindset for them. How they feel, how you make them feel. Let me see what people are saying in the comment section. I've been looking at the comment. Yeah, it is slavery. Men have enslaved women. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can get any strong point from the comment section and expand on that. Someone said the most dangerous time is when you try to leave them. True. Let me also talk about the recent conversation I had. I asked a guy, why is it that men take it so personal when women cheat? But it's okay for men to cheat. Although we've spoken about this a whole lot on this channel, let me talk about what his response was. He said that men feel very special when women submit to them when they're having sex. Like it's like you feel so good like that this person submitted to me, and I was able to make her feel however way she felt. I was able to satisfy her. So imagine after doing all that for her, then seeing her letting another man make her feel good. That is a feeling that they cannot accept. So, but it's okay for men to go out there and cheat. Although he said he doesn't support that, but a lot of men don't think about it that way. Or they even think that women are not supposed to have a problem, or they don't realize that women have problems with that. I don't even get the reasoning. But if you don't feel okay with a woman going out there to cheat, so why are you then cheating on her? Don't you think she's also going to feel bad? Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. I really do appreciate. Thanks. Don't you think she's also going to feel bad? Some men are very territorial. For some people, it's about conquest, conquering as many women as possible. It's all about power, ego. The battle is between men, not women. We are the product. The battle is between men. Men are performing for each other. It's a power tussle between men. It's a man's world. I don't know if that statement it's is I don't know. I'm thinking about it differently, so it's having a different meaning to me now. It's a man's world. So they are living for themselves and using women to make their life easier. It's a man's world. So they are performing for each other. They're in competition with each other. So why should they make you feel good? Give you all them satisfaction? They were so vulnerable to you. You were vulnerable to them, and then you decide to go do same with another man. Why? He said they don't forgive that, they can't forget that. It messes up with their brain, their head, their mind, whatever it is. But it's okay for some men to jump around and do that because according to them, they are territorial. They want to have so many women. It's like a conquest for some of them. Let's have a look at this man. I think this video clip is talking about male loneliness epidemic, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. I'm trying not to have a lot of clips open at once. I don't want this live stream to crash. I'm using a software.
I want to say this very carefully without like insulting you. Like, to me, I think you're really, really attractive. However, to other people, they may not find you really, really attractive or as attractive as I find you. So it concerns me that you receive a large amount of those type of messages because if you take into a men's ideology of what the perfect woman would be like, they would probably describe a blonde, 5'1", relatively decent sized boobs and bum. I can only imagine the abuse and harassment you get yourself, how much abuse the next person would get, if you know what I mean. I just think it's so disgusting. I want to say this very carefully without.
Okay, in case you don't understand what this stuff is about, it's a man that is trying to woo a woman, and obviously, I don't think she was giving in. So he's trying to make her understand that he's doing her a favor. She does not meet the beauty standard. Some men cannot take rejection. The moment you reject them, they become mean. They become vile. They start saying things that are not nice to you just to drag you down, pull you down, make you feel less of yourself because they don't know how to take rejection. And I think so many men cannot take it. They don't like the fact that a woman needs to accept them before they can have a thing with her. It's a big problem for so many men. I tell you, they have to practice. I've spoken to some guys about this. They have to practice. When it comes to asking a woman out, they have to practice. So how did this even happen? If we say we are in a man's world, it's because women fought for this. Up to date, some people don't consider rape as an offense. Some people don't consider rape as an offense. Then we have the incels getting upset that the reason why they don't have access to a woman's body is because the reason why they're not having sex is because of a woman. Women are not, or because of women. Women are not allowing them have access to their body free sorry, without restriction, freely. But it's not like that. It's not because you're a man, then every woman should say yes to you. That is what some of them think. How dare she reject me? How can a woman say no to me? They get upset, they get mad. Some can even go to the length of unaliving you. Because who are you to say no to him because he's a man? I don't blame them for thinking that way. Yeah, I don't blame them for thinking that way because they told them it's a man's world. So they own everything is for them, if including the women. So why should you say no? Some men don't know how to take rejection, and this is something women have to be very careful of. You have to be careful about this. Even if you're going to reject a man, try to do it in a nice way. Some of them don't know how to take no. It bruises your ego as a man. It's not our fault. It shouldn't even be our business. But just for your own safety, you have to be careful. And I get the mindset behind that. We are the men, we are the ones ruling. Whatever we want, we can get, including the women. The women are beneath us. Why should a woman have a right to say no? Why should a woman have the right to say no? Why? Who is she? If you look at it here, everything about a man and a woman is all about sex. We women, we are more concerned about humanity. I'm not in any way dismissing the fact that some women love sex. Some are sex freak. And those are the exceptions. I'm not talking about those people here. I'm talking about what is common. We women are more of builders. Would love to build family, build community, exist happily without chaos. But it's difficult for men because men are after power. It's a man's world. Why should they comfortably allow another man like them to rule? Why are they not the ones ruling? Why are they not the ones having the finest things in life? So you would definitely have chaos. They fight over everything, natural resources, women, everything. They fight over everything. So sex is what it is for most men. I'm not going to put everyone into this category because some men have been able to do differently based on their personal development, personal work on themselves. Regardless, most men are this way. It's all about sex. I even asked someone, a guy, is it possible for a relationship to sail smoothly without sex? They said no. What's the whole point? It's all about the sex. It's all about the sex. In a good relationship, sex is something that you cannot do without. Let me explain. If you're so connected to someone the way it's supposed to be, you like everything about this. You can't possibly like everything about someone. You like this person, you love this person, you don't want to hurt this person. Your duty is to always want to make them smile, want to see them happy. You will naturally be drawn to them because you want to connect with them deeper, on a deeper level. But if your relationship is based on sex, the foundation was built on sex, it's definitely going to crumble. The moment you stop looking attractive to that person, the relationship will end. The moment, according to them, they say you're no longer meeting the beauty standard, they're on to the next person. So if you want to have a long lasting relationship, find someone that connects to your soul. Yeah. That way you might be guaranteed a long lasting relationship if that person does not change. Because people change. And then we now have men talking about women not wanting to be married again, men also not wanting to get married again. Why should women want to be married to men when men are acting stupid? Men are trying to retaliate by also saying they don't want to be married to women anymore because women are refusing to be their slaves. This is what this man has to say. I think, according to him, no one wants to be married anymore, so he's looking for an alternative. So many men are doing this now. Hold on.
Since no one wants to get married anymore, is anyone like looking for like a travel buddy? You know, maybe like a sleepover 2 nights a week? I mean, I guess if we want to get really crazy, like we can live together, split the rent 50-50. Honestly, I'm willing to negotiate 75-25 if you cook 3 days a week. Since no
I'm sure we heard him. By right, isn't this how relationship is supposed to be? Negotiation. Yeah, he's willing to do 75-25 if you're willing to cook. He's not even talking about if you're willing to have a baby for me. But no, men want free service. There's a possibility of this man look looking for or expecting free labor should he get married. Once they get married, they don't want to assist at home, but they expect you to give them free labor. So he's willing to do 75-25 if that person is willing to cook. It shows he knows that it's tedious for someone to cook. It's not easy for someone to cook. He's not even talking about cleaning and doing chores. Of course, he's going to do that for himself. They know this. So it's important for you to get into a relationship with your own terms and conditions as a woman. Men are very much aware. They know how tedious it is to keep your environment clean. They know. Some men, when they are single, They'll be paying housekeepers, paying chefs to make food for them, make meals for them. But the moment they get married, they don't want to assist and they expect you to do that for them for free. Don't let them deceive you. They know what you're doing. They want free labor. They know what they are doing, especially the modern men. They don't just only want you to cook, they also want you to go to work and contribute towards the family financially. Wouldn't you want to be a man if you know that you're going to find a woman to serve you? Wouldn't you want to be a man? Men have it easy. As a man, all you need to do is exist, have a career, find yourself a maid as a wife that is going to carry your child for you. You don't even go through the process of pregnancy. There is no pain, nothing. You don't go through the process of menstruation. You don't do that, nothing. Just find yourself a woman that will carry your child for you, boil your child for you, clean your house for you, cook your meals for you, sex you, think for you, manage your house for you. Wouldn't you want to be a man? Should we blame them? No. But that doesn't make it right. That does not make it right. So we should kind of see reasons with them why they think the way they think, why they behave the way they behave, why they are angry that women are now independent, why they don't want women to be independent. Let's see reasons with them. Would you want the woman to be independent if you were to be in their shoes? No. You have to be a very nice person. Okay, not nice. You have to be a very good person, a good human, not to want that. Who doesn't want free service, free life, easy life? So I understand their pain. I understand why modern men are angry. You just want to take the soft life away from them. Yeah, they feel entitled because their forefathers told them that they have the right to anything a woman has. It's their birthright. It's a man's world. There's nothing we can do about it. For now, the most we can do is talk about it, create awareness, women speak up, fight. Women of the past have been fighting so hard, and that's why we are here today. We can talk. Back in the days in Africa, women were not allowed to go to school. They would tell you, what's the point of sending the girl child to school? You're wasting your time. She's definitely going to end up in a man's house, having his child or having his children and taking care of his home. So it's a waste of time. But one thing is for sure, men and women are different. The way we think, the way we see things, very different. We might not be different in every aspect. When it comes to relationship, yeah, we are different. Men are very calculative, very strategic. Do you know why? Okay, I'm not going to speak for everyone, but let me just speak for Africa. Do you know why men are no longer getting married to women that they consider to be less privileged or less privileged? It's because they now have more modern women. Women are becoming more independent. Before, men would be the ones with the money. They go home and marry women that they consider less privileged with the mindset of having that woman to serve them. No more free service. Women don't want to do that anymore. So why should they then spend their money on women that are not willing to serve them anymore? A woman might come into your house not knowing what's going on with the mindset of wanting to serve you. But the moment she realizes what's going on, and the moment she realizes that, oh, there's a better way out, this is not supposed to be, because those days women were not talking. Before you know what's going on, she'll start speaking up and saying she doesn't want to do that anymore. So men know that it's a huge risk. Saying that women now know what's going on, women are speaking up, women are waking up. So they'd rather go for independent women because they won't be spending much money. But the problem with independent women is that they don't want to serve. They don't want to serve. Men are not dating up. They don't want to date women that don't have money. They are not the ones digging the gold. Even the broke men, of course, broke men have always been the ones digging gold. They come to you just to use you as a ladder to go up. Yeah, so we all have to wise up. Don't act from a place of vibe. Have your strong boundaries. Do not break your walls because you feel like this one is cute. You like the way he talks. He seems like someone that has money, or maybe he has money. It's all about what you want, how that man is going to treat you, what he's willing to bring in that relationship. Relationship is transactional. I'll keep saying this. It's very transactional. So make sure you go to that table with your demands, what you want out of that relationship. If he does not agree, it's okay. You move on. If you're getting into a relationship and you don't want to have a child, and the man says he wants to have a child, it's okay. End it. You don't even start it at all. It's about you. He's speaking for himself. You should also speak for your own self. These days, we have a lot of single women, single by choice or single due to the fact that they haven't found the right person. So don't think if that man moves, if you move on, if that man goes away, you're going to be single alone. No, they have so many single women. So it's better you do that for your own peace of mind, for your own happiness, than find yourself in a relationship because you want people to see you as someone that is in a relationship, or you don't want, because you don't want people to keep talking to you about finding a man. Let them keep talking. Whatever you do, people will still talk. That's how it is. That's how this world is. People will talk. You don't do something, they will talk. You do something, they will still talk. So why should you live your life based on what people are saying or what people might say? Yeah, let me talk about this point. I think I made a video on this recently. She said, you're on point, particularly the men that marry nurses from Africa to take abroad as retirement plan. Yeah, I think I spoke about this recently. Yeah, yeah, they do that. And those men usually don't do hard um job. Okay, I'm not gonna say taxi is not hard job, or they go for easy paying jobs. Then they go back to Africa to get a woman from the village, a girl, sorry, from the village. It's either they will tell her to enroll herself into nursing back home, or they will move her to the US and use the money they saved up to pay for her tuition. Or they will file for her, she will have her papers, then she goes into nursing so she can take loans and get benefits and all that. They do that with the mindset of using her to build themselves up. They know that nursing is a lucrative job, so they use her as the cash cow. But the moment she starts complaining, the moment she gets integrated into the system and she knows what's up, divorce kicks in. Then you hear them saying, nurses are so proud. They are this. They are bad people. Don't get married to them. Oh, they don't respect their husbands and all that. No, it's not always true. It's not always true. It's all about transaction. I think we women, I don't know, like I said, they conditioned us or they socialized us to think and reason a certain way. Imagine a man being that calculative, a man leaving Africa, going to the US, spending years there, coming to the realization that, oh, nursing is a lucrative job. I need more money. This job I've been doing for years is not going to give me that so much money. And at the same time, I don't want to pass through the stress. Nursing is rigorous. Nursing is tedious. I don't want to do that. What's the best way to still make the money from nursing? Go to Africa and marry a naive woman, naive girl, to come do the nursing for you. Then you use her as the cash cow. Mhm. Yeah, women are more compassionate because we bring life to earth. Men don't give birth. Okay, let me read this question. Exactly, lovely. We have more compassion for others. We wouldn't push a button that dropped a bomb on a young mother and their infant because we would not be able to live our lives. We must rule. That's the truth. It's difficult for a woman to watch a child die because she understands the process. Even if she might never have been in that position to have her own child, she understands the process, the pain. But it's easier for a man to massacre people because he does not understand the pain. He has never felt it before. He doesn't know what menstrual pain is. He doesn't know what that is. Talk. He doesn't even know what pregnancy pain is. He does not understand it. It's just like you making a nepo baby the governor and expecting that nepo baby to understand the pains of the people on the street, the people that live in the slums. They will never understand because they've never experienced it. If people are crying of hunger, they will be wondering what's going on, what's happening. They will never understand. Let me read. Okay, let me read her comment again. Okay, Nicole, I get your point now. Okay, what's going to happen is this: I'll be integrating more videos from Africa. Yeah, I get your point now. I think I did not get it clearly in the first place. I thought you meant I should stop talking about American men because sometimes I get comments like that. Yeah, I will do more of integration. I get what you mean now. Let me read this comment. I just left my boyfriend of 8 years before Christmas. I spent a year preparing myself. I've cried, mourned for him, and moved on. By the time I left, I prepared my girl child too. I'm so sad to hear this, but I believe what you did is for, I think it's the best thing you did since you were not happy in that relationship. There's no point staying in a relationship that is not serving you because you've already invested before, because you you are afraid of being alone. No. Don't do that. Let me see if I can get more topics from the comment section. Yeah, I get your point here. Internalized misogyny very high in women who are stuck in these situations, even in the West. Duty. I think it's more about. I get your point. Yeah, yeah. It is internalized misogyny, but it's more about shame. It's more about shame and the fear of being judged. Yeah, I think so. So some women are willing to um cover things up, but the way they do it, they react negatively. They act out in the process of trying to cover. They project in the process of trying to cover up their pain, what they're passing through. It's like some of okay, they had a recent internet relationship that dissolved. What was the name of that? I said I was going to talk about it, but I felt like I think I already saw a lot of talk about it. What was the name again? Is it Christy or something? I'm not sure. Yeah, according to some people online, they said they were very popular on TikTok. I didn't know who they were before. I just heard about them yesterday, so I was going to do some research on them and talk about them. So sometimes you see people on social media advertising their relationship. Not everyone. Some people are together just for the business. The relationship might be falling apart behind the scene. But some people, they're just doing that just to pepper people. In their mind, it's not that they really want to pepper people, but they're doing that to cover up and feel okay, feel good. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's what the internalized misogyny is all about. And it doesn't even stop at that. You know you're passing through this. You know what you're making people believe is not what it is. It's all about make believe. But at the same time, you're out there tearing other women down. You're fighting women that have chosen to be single because you feel like you really cannot walk that journey because of your fears. You're struggling having children, but you're the one in the front row tearing down women that have chosen to be child free by choice. It's all projection. You want that, but you cannot have it because of your worries, your fears. So it hurts you seeing people living the life you wished to live. I think that's where the internalized misogyny is coming from, more with women. And sometimes women fight women because they don't understand the gameplay men have. They think what the men are saying is the right way to go. A lot of Nigerian women are misogynistic. Yeah, more than 50%. 50% is too small. More than 70% of Nigerian men hate women. They might not know. Yeah, they might not know, but what they do is hatred towards women. The way they treat women, their traditions, their culture is hatred for women. In some culture in Nigeria, yeah, or in some tradition in Nigeria, if a woman loses her husband and there's a suspicion that she might be involved in his death, there is a suspicion. That suspicion can come from her in laws. Maybe they don't like her. Or the sister to the brother, to the husband. Maybe they don't like her. It can come from hate. She'll be forced to drink the water of the dead husband, the corpse. Like when they wash the corpse, they'll give her the water to drink. And then she'll be forced to have her hair shaved off her head with blade, and then she'll be paraded in the village. The people that usually spearheads things like this are fellow women. They call them the Umadas. That's for the um Igbo culture. That's for the Igbo culture. But you never get men pass through that. No, it never happens to a man. A man will lose his wife. In the next three months, he's with another woman. It's okay. There's no problem with that. His family will even encourage him to go get married to another woman. They'll be telling him, it's not good for you to be alone as a man. You need to have a woman. Even when that man has children to cater for. But should that happen to a woman, why are you getting married? Why are you out there gallivanting? Why are you sleeping around? It's just 6 months. It's just 1 year you lost your husband. They expect you to mourn your husband forever. And you tell me such tradition does not hate women? No. So like I said, more than 60%, more than 70% or 80% of Nigerian men hate women. They might not know they hate women, but their actions say that. They are the same men that will tell you that it's okay for a man to cheat, but it's not okay for a woman to cheat. It's okay for a man to have so many wives, but it's not okay for those his wives to have more husbands because he's a man. It's Igbo, IGBO, Igbo culture. Yeah, true, true. Where is Myron from? Is he from Afghanistan or Pakistan? Because they also said some Pakistan men do the same thing. Pakistani men do the same thing. They are gay. You don't even need anyone to tell you. You don't need a soothsayer to tell you about how they feel towards women in that region. You can clearly tell from the way they treat women in that region. Imagine an imam saying that a woman should not carry a backpack because it makes her chest protrude forward. It's not even like she's naked or she's half naked. No, she has those flowy dress on and their hijab. We can't even see her we can't even see her faces. I mean, their faces, sorry. You can't even see her face. They're covered from head to down. Carrying a backpack is not a problem. You don't want her boobs to protrude forward so other men will not feel tempted. Imagine. It's crazy. I feel for women in that part of the world. I feel for them. And the sad thing here is this: if you don't comply, the Talibans will unalive you. Well, that's Sudan. I think I played that video clip. I think the man he might be a Sudanese person. To be honest with you, I can't remember the name of the man. The men in Pakistan, in Afghanistan, are wicked. They are wicked. It's very clear that they don't care about women. They love men. They do men. They see women as slaves. Okay, just let them be the slave at home and do the chores, but allow them have their own voice and do their own thing. No. I think they see them as dogs, like you clean, you stay home, we cover you up, we sex you. Yeah, I think they have this law in it's called, oh my god, it's called, is it holy killing? I watched a documentary on that. It's called holy killing or something, where the father and the brother will kill the sister. That's if you go against their Islamic law or something like that. And I think that it was okay in that documentary because it was a lady that was talking about it. I watched it on YouTube. She said the father was sleeping with her. Yeah. So the moment she tried to escape, her father and her brother came after her. They wanted to kill her. And according to them, it's called, is it holy killing or something? Yeah, they have weird traditions like that. Patriarchy is global, is everywhere. The hate for women is everywhere. There was a video clip I saw, and this video was about two boys being interviewed. So I think they looked like Sudanese boys to me. And this white man was interviewing them about raping because they were in the habit of raping girls. They were so excited. They were explaining the process. They would see her, they would grab her to the corner, and then they would rape her. They would take turns. They were very excited. So he didn't ask them, did you ever think about how she felt? Did you ever think about how what you're doing is making her feel? They were not listening to what he was saying. Probably they were not understanding it because they did not think she was a human. Did not think she was going to feel bad. Maybe they felt she liked it. This is what some men do. Some Nigerian men say on social media. Whenever there is a case of grape, the first one will ask, what was she wearing? How is it grape? It seems like she enjoyed it. Like, are you okay? They feel like because they like sex means the woman they are graping should like it. So many men are weird. So many men are weird and damaged. So many men are entitled. So it's very important for you to know the mental state of the person you're dealing with, how they think, how they reason. If a man doesn't reason right, it's a problem. The other day I spoke about dating someone that lacks critical reasoning, critical thinking, someone that lacks emotional intelligence. Because if you do, they will end up seeing you as the enemy. If you try to explain things to them, they will see it the other way and they will see you as the enemy. And that's a big problem. Um, I'm looking at the comment. She said, I'm glad your experience has been like this international. I'm a bi woman growing up in London, LGB scene, and I've experienced horrific misogyny from gay men and lesbian women. Um, Honestly, I don't know much about that because I haven't experienced that before. I'm not bi, I'm straight, and what could be the reason for that treatment? I'm not talking about the gay men. I'm talking about the women, the lesbian women. Why? It could be maybe they don't like the fact that you have a thing to do with men. See, let me say this. Yeah, when I'm talking about feminism, some people take it too far. I wouldn't even blame them because I don't know what their experience is like. Every woman has every reason to hate men, but that's not the way to go. Because if you sit back and look at what men have been doing to women and what they're currently doing to us, it might not be your personal experience, but other people's experience. You would see enough reason to hate them, but that's not the way to go. So some people take it that far. It becomes hatred for men. So that might be the case with the lesbian women. Some women don't want to have anything to do with men. They don't like men. Remember, some people, I don't even want, let me don't talk about this topic. Let me just leave it. Let me go through some comments and see what people are saying. Always remember we have good, bad, and ugly in both genders. We have good men, good women, bad women, ugly men. I'm not talking about facial appearance, ugly women, ugly based on behavior. So don't think because you are speaking of for women means that every woman should be happy with you. Every woman will be happy hearing what you're saying. Some might hate you for that, for so many other reasons. You see the way men are competing amongst themselves. Women do same. I think is human nature. I think it's human nature, human tendency. It's part of it, part of human tendency. There are some things we are capable of doing. So don't expect every woman you meet to be happy when you're speaking up for women. Some might hate you for the way you look, the bag you have, the clothes you have on, the people you know, or the fact that you're in that position talking about that. So whatever you're doing, do for yourself and the people that you think might be needing the message, not the people that will fight you for it. And some women do that out of ignorance, due to the fact that they were being brainwashed or they were being deceived by the men they have in their lives. I think, okay, this comment says, don't compete with your romantic partner. I think men easily compete with women than women do. I'm not going to say that women don't, but women hardly do. But men easily do that, especially if that man feels like the woman he has in his life is doing way better than he is. And that's a dangerous position to be in. You're supposed to be a team. You're supposed to work together, come together to make life easier for the both of you, navigate this world together, not see each other as competition. It's the world against the both of you, not the both of you against each other. This one says, what if religion was created so men could hold each other accountable for their desire for it's feminine to men. Hold on. To like men to them. I'm trying to get this person's comment. What if religion was created so men could hold each other accountable for their desire for men? Mm, yeah, I think this comment makes sense or made sense in the past, not now. Because in the past, being gay wasn't a thing, and churches were against it. I'm not sure about the Muslims because I don't know much about their religion, but I know much about the Christian religion. So in the past, being gay wasn't, it was a thing, but it wasn't out there. It wasn't in the public. It wasn't widely accepted the way it is currently. But I wouldn't say this statement is true currently, holding men accountable, because churches are even endorsing it. This is not me being okay. I'm not saying this with the, I'm just trying to be careful so I don't offend people that are not this thing. It's a very sensitive topic, to be honest with you. Being gay is very controversial. We all know that. And churches have opened up to that. So I'm saying what I'm saying based on what this comment is saying. She said, what if religion was created so men could hold each other accountable for their desire for men? And I don't think this statement is completely true in this current day because some churches have accepted gay, have accepted being gay. So that's why I said I don't think this statement is completely true currently, but in the past, maybe completely true because then being gay wasn't out there publicly. It wasn't a thing publicly. Get what I mean? This is a very sensitive topic, so I just have to be very careful. I don't have the right to tell anyone their sexual orientation. I don't have the right to tell them how to be, who to be, or who to have sex with. So I believe people have the right to do what they want to do. But as long as you're not hurting the next person, you're not killing someone. So when it comes to topics like this, I don't want to be misunderstood. So I try to avoid talking about it because people easily get misunderstood, especially when you don't identify as what you're talking about. I'm going through the comments. I noticed us South and oh, okay. I noticed us South and UK have bad churches and reputation. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about there. It's a conversation that has been ongoing. This one is talking about becoming a nun. If they tell you what's going on in the whole priesthood, becoming a reverend sister, if they tell you what's going on there, oh God. Do you think those people are celibate? Do you think they are celibate 100%? The men? I've heard stories of men, the pastor, the not pastor, the priest, Catholic priest, sleeping with the reverend sisters. I even know of a particular story was that happened. This one happened to someone I know back in someone I know in Nigeria back in the days. I can verify this one, but the ones I've seen online about the Pope and no, I don't know. I don't want to talk about that because I don't know how to verify it. I don't know how true that story is, but it's possible. Religion in Africa is so different from religion in Western world. They carry it on their head. We in Africa, we carry the religion on our head, forgetting that it's not our stuff. It's borrowed religion. It was really nice hanging out with everyone. Thank you so much for showing up today. I really do appreciate it. I think I might go live again later on. What's the time? Yeah, I'll go live again in a few hours' time. Thank you so much. I think I'm done with what I wanted to discuss. I've already done all that. So, yeah, thank you so much. So, I'm going to edit this video and post it on my channel. What do I mean? This is my channel. Post it as a video because I've not posted for a while and not everyone sees the live. Not everyone watches live, even the replay. So, I'll just edit it properly and post it there. Thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you all in the next one. I'll try as much as possible to insert more Nigerian clip, more African clip. Yeah. Thank you so much for your support. Have a nice day.